Pamela Henry here, owner of The Success Choice and creator of the Success Choice Planner and Choosing Joy in the Journey journals. Welcome to the Power of Choice training. Have you ever thought about how your choices determine your destiny? Think about the choices you've made up to this point in your life, like what education to pursue, your choice of career, whether or not to marry or who to marry, whether or not to have children or where to live. The choices you have made in the past have brought you to where you are now, and the choices you make from here on out will chart the course of where you end up. You don't have to accept your life as it is. You have the power to make different, better choices. The choice is yours. I love Jim Rohn's quote, "If you don't like how things are, change it. You're not a tree." You have the ability to totally transform every area in your life, and it all begins with your very own power of choice. Today I'm going to talk about 3 ways to exercise your power of choice to transform your life for the better. Choose how you interpret things, what you focus on, and what actions to take. Let's start with how you interpret things. I'm going to share one example of how our interpretations can affect us. In the fall of 2013, health psychologist Kelly McGonigal gave a TED Talk titled, "How to Make Stress Your Friend." She mentioned a study that tracked 30,000 people over 8 years. Researchers asked participants, "How much stress have you experienced in the last year?" They also asked, "Do you believe stress is harmful for your health?" Then they used public death records to track who died during the 8 years. They discovered that people who experienced a lot of stress had a 43% increased chance of dying. But that was only true for people who also believed that stress was harmful to their health. People who experienced a lot of stress but didn't see stress as harmful not only didn't have a higher risk of dying, they had the lowest risk of dying of everyone in the study, even compared with people who had relatively little stress. The researchers estimated that over the 8 years they were tracking deaths, 182,000 Americans died prematurely. Not because of stress, but because of the belief that stress is bad for you. That's over 20,000 deaths a year due to beliefs about stress. Those who had a lot of stress but had better health chose to interpret the stress differently. They didn't interpret it as harmful, so they were able to influence how their body responded to stress. Dr. McGonigal asked, "What if you viewed the physiological indicators of stress like increased heart rate, faster breathing, and sweating, not as anxiety, but instead as increased energy? What if you interpret your pounding heart as your body preparing you for action? And what if you interpret your faster breathing as your body getting more oxygen to your brain so you can better handle the situation? What if you interpret feelings of stress as your body preparing you to succeed?" This is just one example of how our interpretations affect our results. Think about how you might interpret things in your life, like maybe a coworker's response, or the look someone gives you, or the reason you give for why something goes wrong. As you face events in your life, stop and look at how you are interpreting them. Changing lifelong habits is easier said than done, but it is possible. Journaling and your planner's end-of-week review are great ways to increase your awareness. You can write about your physiological and emotional responses and about how you are interpreting situations. Think, how can you reframe your situation to increase your energy rather than deplete it? Write your insights in your planner or your journal. Next, what you focus on. The other night, my husband burst out laughing while reading a Patrick McManus story called Sequences. He read, "On a farm, you simply don't go out and do a piece of work. No, the first thing you do is determine the lengthy sequence of activities necessary to even begin the job. Then you realize that the sequence of preparatory activities is so long, you will never get to the intended task. so you go fishing instead. Can you relate to getting diverted from your intended task? The reality is that there are so many choices available today, it's no wonder we get off track. We have the demands from others, everyday emergencies, our own conflicting dreams and desires, countless product options, not to mention the pull of endless TV watching possibilities, web surfing, and games. So what can you do with all of these options? It all comes down to focus. Sharpen your focus and become more effective. Have you ever noticed that when you're down to the wire, it's easier to focus? Like if a report is due in an hour, which will determine whether or not you will keep your job, it is easy to ignore the ringing phone, to say no to other people's requests, and to turn off social media. That report becomes a priority, and why it is a priority is clear. You need to financially support your family. You are then able to filter the requests that come to you through the question, is this more important than keeping my job? Filter the demands on your time through the question, does this support my priority of, and put in your priority. Your planner is a great tool to help you determine your priorities, to help you get clear on your ideals in each area of balance, to determine your major purpose, and to set monthly goals and weekly goals. It can help you focus your activities on what you value most. There's another tool that I like that's located in the weekly layout. It is the personalized section. Some people like to use this section to focus on daily fitness goals and activities. Others write things that they are thankful for, to focus on gratitude. Others intentionally choose how they want to feel that day by writing words like powerful, joyful, capable, or courageous. Deciding what you want to focus on helps you get clear on the next choice. What actions to take. What you do reflects what you value in your personal life, in your professional life, and in your relationships. The key is to intentionally plan your day, with your schedule reflecting what you value. If, for example, you say you value your health, have you scheduled in workout time? If you say a certain project or goal is important to you, have you determined the next tasks necessary and have you blocked out time to work on them? To positively move forward toward reaching your goals, intentionally plan your day, deciding on your top priorities, and act consistent with your goals and values. So, your choices do determine your destiny. How will you use your power of choice? Again, this is Pamela Henry, owner of the Success Choice and creator of the Success Choice Planner and Choosing Joy in the Journey Journal. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have benefited from this training. If you liked it, feel free to click like and subscribe to our channel. Also, you can go to thesuccesschoice.com and create a login to receive free email updates and training. Remember to live your life on purpose, with purpose, choosing joy in your journey today. Have a wonderful day.